Urinary tract infections are extremely common. Around 1 in 2 women and 1 in 20 men will get a UTI in their lifetime. Plus, once you've had one UT challenge, you're way more susceptible to another in the future. That's why you just need Just Thrive's UT123. This product can actually prevent UTIs while maintaining your urinary tract health. UT123 targets both immediate and long-term relief. We've all heard to drink cranberry juice for your urinary tract, but did you know that for the full effects, you need the whole cranberry? Not just juice, but the skin, flesh, and even the seeds. Well, UT123 uses superior ingredients that utilizes the whole fruit. This supplement truly is the full package. So if you're someone who struggles with the constant urge to urinate, a burning feeling when you pee, pelvic pain, or just want to be proactive in your urinary health, Just Thrive is for you. Just Thrive is so confident you'll love their product that there is a 100% money-back guarantee on every purchase made through justthrivehealth.com. And for a limited time, you can save 20% off site-wide at justthrivehealth.com with promo code SEXWithEmily. That's justthrivehealth.com and use code SEXWithEmily for 20% off your order. You're going to love it. Listen, alcohol is just out in 2024. There is a rising trend of going alcohol-free or being sober curious, and alcohol, the truth is, it's just bad for you and can famously impair your sex life. So if you're looking for another way to unwind, relax, or just have fun, I cannot recommend Via's THC gummies enough. Via has gummies for every occasion. Whether it's to improve your sleep, I love their sleep gummies. I take them everywhere. Your mood or your focus. They even have an aphrodisiac gummy called High Love to boost my arousal levels. High Love has a unique blend of cannabinoids and aphrodisiac exotic herbs that are known for their libido enhancing effects. So I've been using Via for a while now, and I absolutely love them. They're a super trusted company. They use premium hemp, natural ingredients, and they're known for their premium indoor THCA flower. All their products are made here in the US. They got quick and discreet shipping to all 50 states, so you can all enjoy them, not to worry. And also super affordable. So head over to viahemp.com and use code Emily at checkout to save 15% off your order. That's VIIAHEMP.com. Use code Emily at checkout for 15% off your order and let me know what you think.
Look into his eyes. They're the eyes of a man obsessed by sex. Eyes that mock our sacred institutions. Bedroom eyes, they call them in a bygone day.
Hey, Emily, you got a boyfriend? Because my man E here, he just got his heart broken. He thinks you're kind of cute.
A girl's got to have her standards. Oh, my.
Do women know about shrinkage?
Isn't it common knowledge?
What do you mean, like laundry? It shrinks?
Can we not talk about sex so much?
Are you kidding me?
Oh, my God, it feels so good.
Being bad feels pretty good. But you know, Emily's not the kind of girl you just play with.
This episode is brought to you by one of our amazing sponsors, Mask Sexual Flavor Strips. They enhance your sexual experiences with a taste of strawberry, mango, watermelon, or chocolate. It's kind of like a Listerine strip, but for sex. So if you like sex and you want to make it even more enjoyable, and you like hearing Sex with Emily for free, check out Mask at sexualflavors.com. Enjoy the show. I promise your sex life will improve. You're listening to Sex with Emily. We're talking about sex, relationships, and everything in between. For more information, go to sexwithemily.com, where you can get all the sex information you need. And we guarantee you that if you listen to sexwithemily.com, to all of our shows, you will have better sex. Right, Menace? He's got to fix my mic. What up? Perfect. You're a genius. Okay, so everyone, this is a really important show. This is like crucially important that everybody listens to this show because you cannot avoid Valentine's Day, which is coming up next week. And it's a big deal because even if you hate Valentine's Day or you're single or whatever, it's going to impact you in some way.
You hate Valentine's Day, right?
I don't hate Valentine's Day.
You're very anti-Valentine's Day.
I'm not anti-Valentine's Day. I'm a Valentine's Day proponent. I believe in Valentine's Day. I just think every day should be like Valentine's Day.
You just don't want to put any effort in doing something for
If I had a boyfriend, I would do something.
A significant other, that's all.
That's so not true, Menace.
What?
So we are going to give you so many tips today. It's a big day, if you have a big day, small budget, how to please a woman, how to please a man, some gift ideas, some things to do on Valentine's Day. And we also have a special guest. We have Ethan and Bowden, who is the founder of Jimmy Jane, which is my favorite toy line. And he makes incredible award-winning products. And we're going to get into those later, and he's going to give some tips and how to use toys for couples and stuff like that.
Sweet.
So and this is the most important thing. If you want to win something on Valentine's Day, we are giving away so many things that my entire office looks like a warehouse right now. All you have to do is go to my website, sexwithemily.com, click on the banner. It'll tell you how to do it. But basically, you got to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, Sex with Emily, and just retweet us, repost us, reshare, retweet, whatever. And you will have a very good chance of winning something because I cannot live with my office. It's cluttery with sex toys.
And everything's at sexwithemily.com.
Sexwithemily.com.
Yeah.
That's where it all
People
happens.
want to get all the information. And you made a banner.
I made a banner.
A banner?
Did you see the banner?
It's very impressive. Yes.
Thank you. We didn't do that. We actually had someone else do it.
Yeah, but just to
the
be
fact
able to...
that there was a banner
Yeah.
that was created especially for Valentine's Day.
That's big time.
We're big time.
That's,
We're going
that's
places.
putting in some effort.
Of course. It's a big... I can't tell you how much. We just got something from Israel today.
Really?
Yep. A big toy. I don't even know what it is. I didn't really understand it, but we're going to give it to someone. Maybe they understand it.
Okay.
But we've got some great stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. So, and it's great to be here on Extreme Talk 165.
Oh, it's Friday. I can't wait for the weekend. I'm
What are you doing?
Los Angeles this weekend for the Grammys. That's going to be really fun. I love hanging out there for the Grammys because there's always parties going on, and already got invited to a bunch of parties, so I'm
You're
really
so
excited
cool.
about it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
They're going to be big social media party, and then going to the Grammy Museum to a party there, and it's really cool.
It's great.
I don't know.
Are you driving? Are you bringing anyone?
I'm
Any
driving.
chicks?
No. Well, I am driving with another man.
Oh, okay. Are you
But
gonna
no chicks?
Are you gonna hit up any of your babes in LA?
On all the girls that I know in LA, we talked about.
Oh, they
this.
moved to San Francisco or something?
No, they all have boyfriends now. So
Yeah, but that was last time.
no,
Doesn't mean that they still have boyfriends.
no, they still have boyfriends.
Oh, you're
I
sure?
mean, there's girls that I'm friends with.
Not
in there,
married, whatever.
but
I don't know.
I mean, I'll hang out with them, but I don't want to hang out with any girls that have boyfriends. It's too much trouble.
I hear you.
I don't
You're not
know
gonna get
why.
anything from
Why
it.
even put any effort into
I
that?
totally understand. I
What's up
am.
with you this
I'm just
weekend?
like, I am going to. It's my friend's birthday, and we're going to do a spa thing in Napa. So we're gonna do. It's gonna be girls, and it's gonna be spa
A spa.
treatments. Yeah, isn't that nice?
And you're gonna drink wine.
We're gonna
and-
drink wine, which is my favorite thing, and then I'm going to.
Why do women always have to go to spas?
'Cause we like it. It feels
They're not
good.
going out there and doing construction on like freeways and stuff like
No.
that. Those are the type of guys that should be going to spas and going to like.
They probably need it
chiropractors.
more than we do.
Oh my god! I need to go to the spa. I'm so overworked and actually sitting at a desk all day.
It's true. It's exhausting. And can I be honest, though? I
Yeah.
am not a fan of the group trip. So I actually am sort of dreading it, to be honest,
Why?
because I want to be able to escape. Like, I want to drive alone. I want to be able to leave if I want to leave. I don't want to share a room. I don't know everybody. Like, I don't love it, but it's like it's a really good friend's birthday. So I feel like I have to go, but I don't like just being around that
Then
many
drive
women
by
at once.
yourself.
I totally am. And then I might escape. I might not stay. That's the
Everyone's
thing. I
gonna
always
think-
need out. Like,
and then everyone, and when you leave, everyone's gonna talk crap about you. Say how you're uber biatch because you had to leave.
I was the first one to leave a birthday party the other night, too. I was like, I've got to start the leaving process. And I did, and then everyone else left because it went on too long. Everyone's having birthdays, and it went on too long.
How long were you there before you left?
I arrived at 6. It was Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
I arrived at 6. I left at 10:30. To me, that I did my time.
That's cool.
I totally
mean,
think
if you don't
so.
care about the person, you just leave.
I love her. 4.5 hours of my time was a lot of time.
400. Yeah, but if it's your friend,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, she's a good friend, really good friend. She's awesome. Shakti is her name. So, okay. And then, what's this?
What's going on with you?
It's really loud
It's
and
so funny because we were just talking to our guest and how there's always audio problems with you, like for the past 7 years.
right.
for
There's
some
audio
reason-
problems with me. Our guest, okay, now it's down. That's better. Our guest he was on like the early shows, like when it was like at a kitchen table,
Yeah.
like before I even knew you. He was
No,
on
I
it.
could have just imagined the audio problems. Then I would probably commit suicide.
You would have a heart attack.
I
It
would
was
die.
not good. No,
would
but
not be good.
I always had a sound guy. I always had someone doing the show. But that's why it's so fun that he's here with us, Ethan. We're going to talk to him in a little bit. Okay, I've got some news.
Okay, what's in the
Sex news. This is what I've got for you. Okay. Kardashian divorce to be turned into reality TV show to prove reality TV is as bad as it is. Okay, so the
did not
Kardashian divorce
proofread
trial
this.
is
We'll
no,
just
I haven't
tell
proofed
everybody.
anything.
That's why there's all
The
these
Kardashian
pauses.
divorce trial is about to get more ugly with Chris Humphries and his lawyer attempting to put the reality TV itself on the stand. Chris and his attorney want to expose the MO of reality TV by proving Kim Kardashian had no intention of staying married to him. So they're going to publicize the divorce in court. Have you heard that?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. Would you watch it? You probably would because you love the
hell yeah.
Kardashians.
I love it. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's a lot to be exposed when it comes to that. I mean, a lot of stuff will probably be revealed on how the show is shot and things like that, but will the public really care? Nah,
I don't know.
not.
They're probably over it.
There's already things online that you can watch and see how the Jersey Shore is fake and things like that. The public doesn't really care. They still find it entertaining.
It's fake? It's not real?
Well, they showed some things where there was this situation where they got in a fight in Italy with some bartenders because the bartenders threw ice at them. But when you slow down the video, the ice is coming from a different way.
Oh, right.
Other than the bar. And
they made it up.
Yeah, like they made up the drama and stuff like that. So, things like that could be proven.
Right. That's true. Okay. So, I've been watching it a little bit now. But now my cable's broken that you fixed, that you set up.
Why?
It says it's no signal. I just got cable.
No, because there's something that you're doing with your TV that you're hitting. Because when you hit the all on button on your...
Yeah, it says no signal.
Yeah. For some reason, I don't know how you did this, but when you hit the all on button, everything should come on.
Right.
But when you hit the all on button on your remote, it shuts off your TV and then turns on your cable box. And then, so when you hit it again, it will shut off... It will turn on the TV.
You figured this out the other night?
Yeah, and it will turn on your TV and then shut off your cable box.
Well, why didn't you tell me this? So you tell me how to...
Because I thought I fixed it. I don't know what you're pressing.
I don't know what my problem is either. So I haven't had a TV in a long time, and I finally got one this year. And it took me a long time to get into watching television. It's just not my thing. But lately, I've been wanting to, and I've been getting into it and watching like a lot of reality TV shows, like The Real Housewives of every friggin' county.
Yeah.
And my TV's not working. So that's all I do. Okay, explain it to me after the show.
Yeah, I will. I'm all about...
I thought I had to call a cable company.
No, I'm all about mob wives. You gotta watch
I've never
Mob
seen
Wives.
it. Never seen it.
Of the wives of all the mobsters. Oh,
is it for real,
those
though?
Girls, they got black eyes and stuff. It's for real.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's no joke.
I got to watch that. It's on my list. Okay. 10% of U.S. parents have questioned their child's paternity. That's a lot of parents questioning. A company that sells over-the-counter paternity tests says that 12% of men and 10% of women have been in a situation where they've had to ask, who's the daddy?
Because you can't trust them women, fellas.
Why aren't people using protection?
That's why you need to get the home paternity test to see who's who.
Can you believe it? The actual percentage of misidentified fathers ranges from 2 to 4%. Double that in Europe. This is because in the U.S., more and more babies are being born outside of marriage and more couples are living together.
Yeah, man. That's, the whole thing with... That's why it's in the news, the whole thing with the Khloe Kardashian. That's why.
What, did they find out? Is she a Kardashian or not or whatever?
They're saving it for...
the season 8 or whatever?
Yeah, with Khloe and Lamar.
Okay. Oh.
So...
That'd be kind of a bummer to find out you weren't really part of the family.
Not really. Well, I mean, she still has the
she
same...
is.
Yeah, she still has the same mother.
Right, but still, keep that from your...
She wouldn't be actually a Kardashian.
Right.
She would be whoever her dad was.
Right, exactly.
And, I mean, if you Google Khloe Kardashian's real dad, I don't know, man.
Oh, you showed me the picture, but everyone...
Yeah, you're not a good judge of it.
Why?
I'll ask our
You'll ask Ethan?
guest.
Okay, fine. Pull it up right now? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this Valentine's Day, try thoughtful over traditional gifts.
Okay.
An online survey of U.S. adults about their Valentine's Day gift preferences found that while 57% of Americans would enjoy dinner at a nice restaurant, more sentimental ideas such as receiving a handwritten love note or a home-cooked meal came in a close second and third. Other gifts ranked in the survey included flowers, chocolates, cologne, perfume, and spa treatments. So the survey also asked which celebrities Americans would most like to receive a love note from. 34% of men opted for Katy Perry. They want a love note from her.
Really?
That's bizarre. You'd think they'd want it from someone else. Like they would. And then Taylor Swift was close behind. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd like a love note. People don't write love notes anymore. Maybe like they sext or they send you like a quick email. Like I used to get letters. I want cards. I want emails. I want your thoughts. I want to know what you think about me.
Well,
how much you like me and how much you love me and how hot I am. That kind of thing. Just write it down.
Yeah,
it's easy.
The whole thing, Katy Perry, I met her quite a few times. And
right.
She just seems like, you're going to have to pay a lot of attention to her. But I'll tell you this. I think I told you the story before. What I do love about her, she came by my work and she said, can I use the restroom? So she went and she used the restroom, and then she came back out and she did all her interviews. And then when she left, somebody went back into the bathroom and she drew a penis with nail polish on the stall of the bathroom.
She did?
Yeah.
She just...
That's like her calling card, I guess.
Oh,
like
when she's in the bathroom, she
always
does
has to go to the
graffiti.
bathroom and does like penis
Isn't that
drawings.
illegal?
Yeah, I guess so, but it's Katy Perry. No one's gonna
Right.
say
That's
anything.
cool. That's cool. Okay.
Whatever.
That's nice. That's why you like her?
Yeah. I think that's hilarious.
I think that is funny, but it's a little destructive.
I'm
I'm not going to have Katy Perry over my house if she's going to do that in my bathroom.
You don't find anything. I sent you that thing last night, and you're like, ha ha, you barely even thought it was funny. I sent you this picture that I found.
I know. I didn't think
said,
it was that funny.
It said, it
But I was like, haha.
said Karma Sutra, like a car, and then it has a picture of a car, and then it shows people in the car, like in a sex position. Get it? Karma Sutra?
I get it, but I don't find it funny. Like, I didn't go, ha.
It was
I did
hilarious.
an LOL.
It was hilarious. No, you don't.
I do. Show me, send me really funny things. Just try to do that.
I don't know what you find hilarious.
You know
what
what
do you
I find
find?
funny. You know when I laugh.
Name a funny movie that you like. That's not like some cult, obscure classic that everyone else thinks is awesome. Name one movie.
Meet the Parents. Hilarious. The first 20 minutes of that movie, hilarious. You think it's dumb? The rest is
think
bad.
it's all right.
I've seen it 100 times. It's so funny. The first 20 minutes of Meet the Parents. There you go. I find that funny.
Any 80s movies?
No.
No?
I mean, yeah, 80s movies. I don't know, like
80s
what.
comedies was like the best
I know
time
that
for-
was a good time.
Yeah.
Like all the Breakfast Clubs and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm thinking more like Revenge of the Nerds, Stripes.
Oh, right. Stripes was
Academy.
amazing. Yeah, those were all really good. They don't make movies like that anymore.
Ghostbusters was good.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Anyways, keep it going.
Okay, I got to keep more going here. Married sex is predictable but still good. A new study by iVillage revealed that 78% of married women found their sex life predictable. Couples with young kids especially related having predictable sex, with half of women being able to not only predict the course of foreplay with the length of the deed, the location, as well as their husband's go-to techniques. That's so true. I'm not even married. I've been with someone for like 6 months. You can tell you. I'm like, oh, this is what you're going to do next. This is why you should listen to the show so you're not predictable. Don't be that guy. Don't be that predictable guy. But that said, the vast majority of women surveyed were happy with their sex life, still wanted sex frequently, had experimented with sex toys, role-playing, or spanked their husbands playfully in public. Playfully in public. So it's predictable. But that's what happens, whatever. Predictable's not bad as long as you mix it up every once in a while, which is what we're going to be talking about. Sex, how to mix up your sex life and how to have a good Valentine's Day.
I know
this year.
the table here is already getting filled with sex toys.
Isn't that amazing?
It's crazy.
Oh my God, they're my favorite sex toys. So excited. Okay, we're going to get into that soon because everyone is probably thinking about Valentine's Day. It's coming up.
They are.
Right?
What are you thinking about for
I'm thinking about
Valentine's Day?
nothing. I'm thinking I'm going to go home and take a bath and masturbate. What about that?
Are you serious?
I don't know. What am I going to do? Go out with friends? I'm
just hang out with the
looking at
other
my
friends.
calendar. I'm just looking what I'm doing.
Don't you have other
Oh,
friends
look,
that don't
nothing.
have any plans?
I'm getting my hair done. I'm getting my hair cut.
Sounds fun.
It's going to be a good time. I know. I'm going to go out with friends, whatever. And I think Valentine's Day, this is what I was saying earlier, is it shouldn't just, if you're not in a relationship, it can still be, like, it should be a day for you to love yourself.
Yeah,
Masturbation is sex with someone you love.
I'm definitely going to go and have dinner with a woman on Valentine's Day. I don't know. Find somebody.
I think that you should go with me then.
Huh? Why?
Because you love me.
You're not even going to pay attention to me the whole time.
Dude, you're the one who's on your phone. Actually, right now you're on your phone.
Because I'm looking for the freaking photos
Like
for
he
our
cares.
guest. No, I want to get his opinion on what he thinks.
If he thinks Khloe Kardashian, okay, let's put him on. Let's because we're gonna get some emails,
Okay.
and he's gonna. This is Ethan in Bowden. If you're, okay, a lot of people are listening to the show. You can also watch the show at sexwithemily.com. You can see everything that's happening in here. Hi, Ethan.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Ethan and Bowden from Jimmy Jane, jimmyjane.com. If you haven't bought your Valentine's Day gift yet, do that now.
I know you're a huge Kardashian fan.
Tremendous.
Use coupon code Emily25 at checkout, and you get $25 off purchases over $100.
All right.
How about that? Okay.
Is this Khloe Kardashian's real father? It's Kris Jenner's ex hairstylist.
I'm so unqualified to answer this
Well,
question.
no, just look at the picture.
I don't find either person attractive.
Okay,
So
do you
they're
find them
consistent in that regard.
Do they
Good, Ethan.
do they look similar? A little bit similar? Yes or no? You're not going to hurt my feelings if you disagree with me.
Sure. Yeah. Big foreheads. Big foreheads.
All right.
And
big foreheads.
Thank you for coming in today. That's all I needed from you.
Wait, let me see.
Just kidding.
Although, I just realized.
In the top one.
The person who has a big forehead is me, especially with this new hairstyle. I just
love
looked in the
your new
mirror the
hairstyle.
other day. I was just like, oh my God, look at how big my forehead is. And I had this.
Sexy.
Oh, no.
I had a little camera set up like this because we were having a Skype call with one of our engineers. And I was like, look how big my forehead is. And then I was like, oh my God, it's like as big as the rest of my face.
I didn't think that. I thought it like brings out your face. The fact that your hair is like looks windblown.
I think that my hair needs to be at least as tall as my forehead.
Yeah. I usually notice stuff like that. I didn't really notice it with you.
And he would
I think
tell
it's proportionate.
You know what? This time I do think, I needed to see it twice. I do think they look alike, Menace.
Oh.
Especially in the top picture.
Thank you.
Yeah. I can't wait for season 85 till we find out.
That's cool. All right, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to get into some emails right now.
Do it.
I'm doing it. Ready? Dear Emily, I've been listening to your show since about episode 100 or so. You and Menace have done a great job, and I love your frankness and transparency. The organic quality of your show is truly a breath of fresh air. I've noticed that you repeatedly said that guys shouldn't try to please their new sex partner using the same techniques that works for their previous partner. I totally understand your point. But do you really think that it's only guys who do this? Women do the same thing. So why do you keep saying guys? This is a bummer when you do this. Thanks and keep up the great work. I think you and Menace have created something special here. And it has been a joy to see you two learn and grow over the years. Love, Jerry in San Diego.
Cool. I can't wait to answer this question.
Okay. Well, I'm going to answer it first. Same thing is that it is true that men typically do the same thing. They're like, oh, she liked it. And I'm talking about... I don't know. When I think about this, I think about oral sex. I think about how women orgasm is always different. Like you put 100 women in a room, they're all going to orgasm differently. They're all going to be touched differently. They're going to need different kind of stuff, right? They're going to need different things. So if this worked exactly for her, like your last girlfriend, it doesn't mean it's going to work for this current girlfriend. Now, I think the thing is similar with men. I do think that some men like their balls played with, for example, and some men don't. I think that so you know what, Jerry? I'm going to say the same thing then is for men too. Men and women should all pay attention, be present with your new partner, ask what they like, experiment, ask questions, talk about what turns you on. Like literally, this is my biggest issue is that couples don't talk about sex. So like just tell your partner what feels good and don't assume that it is what the last partner liked. How's
Change
that?
out the lingerie drawer, buy some new condoms. Maybe get rid of those old sex toys.
Yeah, the old sex toys. You have to
switch it up.
Can we talk about that? Okay.
Real quick, I just want to say the reason that we don't stress it so much with women, like getting into a new relationship, because us guys, we are simple creatures. It doesn't take too much to make us happy, so they don't need to like find a new move every single time. But every woman is different.
Right.
You know?
That's true. I mean, men are different, so I feel...
I know, but it's...
Not as different.
Yeah,
like,
not as different.
Like, I think...
All guys enjoy blowjobs.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Not all, but a lot.
But there are blowjobs and there are blowjobs.
There are good, exactly.
And then, you know, maybe some females are not into you going down there.
Right. It's true. Yeah. It's true. Yeah. Some women just don't like. I know I have a lot of female friends who are like, nope, don't like it. Yeah. I don't understand those people at all. But like, I feel like I give a pretty good, like, I'm pretty good at oral sex, performing oral sex. I think I got it down. And I think that you do kind of change your technique when you're with different people, but there is a certain technique that I do over. I think I've got it down. I think I've got it nailed. That's all I got to say. I do.
All right,
I do.
Next.
Okay, so anything else you have to say to that, Ethan? What were you thinking?
No, I'm good. I think we covered it.
We covered it. Okay. Okay, this is about Menace. Dear Emily, I have to make some assumptions about Menace in the short time I've listened. I think he's single, possibly looking for someone to get serious with, but has not had a long-term committed relationship in his adult life. Whether that describes Menace's situation or not, I would agree that any guy in that scenario generally could give himself a better hand job that the date of the week or short-term girlfriend could. Oh, it's the hand job debate.
I've had longer relationships than you.
Not true.
I've lived with people. What are you talking about?
I've never lived with anybody, but I've had 2.5-year relationships.
2.5-year relationships? I've had 2 3-year relationships and then 2 1-year relationships. And I've lived with 3 of my partners.
Yeah, mistake.
Huh?
Was it a mistake? Why do you move in so quickly?
Why?
People shouldn't move in
What's
so quickly.
wrong?
They're like,
You
I
should-
love you. Let's move in.
Yeah, you should. You should move in with each other.
No, you
The
shouldn't.
people that say that,
You gotta
I'm not
separate
gonna,
things.
I'm not gonna
It's like-
live with people.
You get their
before I
mail
get
still.
married.
You got to. You
No.
can't forget that they live there because you find their sock behind the
sound,
bed.
You sound like Kim Kardashian right now,
I
where
did.
she didn't want her new husband to move in boxes to her
I
house.
saw that episode.
That's totally how you're sounding right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't want.
What
want
did
his
they say
boxes
about
everywhere.
What did they say about Kim Kardashian
I
when
don't
she was
know.
saying that?
That
Never
it-
mind.
Okay.
That she was crazy. She was out of her mind.
I want to hear about hand jobs. I don't know.
Okay,
we
we've
got
got
back
this
to the
debate.
Kardashians.
Okay, so here's the deal.
Hand job. Here's the deal.
No,
Just to break it down real quick.
we got to break down the hand job. This has been going on for 3
The whole reason that
years.
this whole hand job thing just got brought up is because we've been having this debate for over 3 years now. That I stated that cool, a woman can give you a hand job, fine. But I'm just saying that a woman cannot give you a hand job better than you can give a hand job to yourself.
I don't know if I agree. I mean, there's definitely something different about being in control and not being in control. And being in control has its advantages, but not being in control and having a little element of surprise. I mean,
Yeah.
there's something to that. No,
Exactly.
Aren't you excited about this other person being?
Yeah, no,
present?
I think it's cool. I think
It
it's
adds a layer.
I think it's awesome. A woman is giving me a hand job, but I'm just.
But you don't think you're gonna have the same pleasure.
The point of my argument is that I can give a hand job better to myself than a woman can give me, no matter what.
Right. And I disagree. And I think that I was trying to bring hand jobs back. It's how it all started. I was like, you give a hand job at high school and then you move on to blowjobs and then no one's giving hand jobs anymore. But hand jobs
Yeah.
can be really fun and sensual and you use lots of lube and you can use both hands and you could use your mouth and it's just a nice thing to add. So I was just encouraging women to start giving hand jobs again. I thought it'd be fun. But then we just got like hundreds of emails about the hand job debate and it grew out of control.
Well, guys
And-
never really give up on fingering, right?
No,
So, you
no.
know.
Some do, and I'm pissed at those guys because I like that. I like that. So I'm going to finish the email because it goes on to state, however, my scenario is that I have been happily married for 23 years and my wife could give me a better hand job than I could give myself any day.
Oh, yeah.
She knows exactly how to touch me,
Well, I
how
hope
long.
so. If you've been together for 23 years.
She knows exactly how to touch me, how long, where, how much pressure, when to vary the pressure and to get me off. Besides, she can freely use two hands in ways I can't. And she can reach or approach me at many more angles than I can myself. I wanted to throw Menace a bone, no pun intended, by saying that I would agree that generally a guy could masturbate himself to orgasm faster than any partner could. However, because my wife knows the right techniques that work for me, she can get me off just as fast as I can. Thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
You've never been with anyone for that long.
Yeah, not
And
23
you probably
years.
haven't gotten a hand job. in a
I
long
don't know
time.
if I would want to wait 23 years to have a hand job perfected.
You could do it in a lot less
I just
time.
like that your listeners are paying such close attention.
I know, they
and
do.
they're sending in such detailed feedback.
Oh, yeah.
And
They,
advice to you, Menace. I mean, really, the listening audience gets some benefit, but really we're here to help you out.
Yeah, exactly.
Why? I just know what I like.
Because you need some help with your 5v1. I just had a friend call it 5v1 the other day, and I'd never heard that before. I like that.
5v1. What do you mean, a hand job?
Five versus one, sort of, a hand job being
Oh,
5 versus 1, kind of like a. Maybe
Yeah.
that's
I get it. I like
sounds
it.
kind of sports term-ish.
It sounds kind of sports termish. I can't even believe the hand job came. I thought we'd killed the debate, but it came back.
It's
So
tried.
feedback at sexwithemily.com. What do you think about hand jobs? Do you wish that you had more hand jobs? Do you wish that women gave you more hand jobs? If you're a woman, how do you feel about them? I just think you use lots of lube. There's like methods, twist, turn, the whole thing. What?
Well, no, it just goes back to you think I'm weird because I like the things that I like.
I don't think
and
you're
I have
weird.
the statements that I have. And you try to conform me to what you think is cool and awesome. It's just I'm just not into it.
I think we need a new book, which is Masturbation by Menace, because it's possible that Menace has worked out some stuff, some
Yeah.
techniques that we all need to
Probably.
know.
Maybe you
No.
do have some technique.
Well, here it goes into another thing too. I'm like, why do women try to teach blowjob classes? They don't know. A woman doesn't know how a blowjob feels. Gay guys should be teaching women on
And they
how
do,
to
and
They
they
do.
do.
Gay
I
guys
have not,
do.
I've not attended, but
and they
I've heard them.
should. I think a woman trying to give a blowjob class is ridiculous.
I think that's
it's
so
a
wrong because women
waste-
know. But if you've given a lot of
It's a waste of
blowjobs and
money.
you've had a lot of success, I think that women do know how to give.
Well,
blowjobs.
I hope if you're giving a blowjob, you get a success, no matter which way you're doing it.
Yeah, I think that women can teach. Definitely, I think I have taught a class, not like not a formal class, but I've helped friends and interns, for example. Okay, this is a good one for Ethan because well, kind of. I'm going to read it right now. Dear Emily, other than a cock, wait, did we, we didn't have to say anything about that. We just talked about the hand job. I just want to make sure we gave him love. Thanks, Paul. Okay. Other than a cock ring, is there anything else that I can use to help me last longer in bed? Any natural herbs or anything over the counter? Russ, he's from Brooklyn, New York. He's a premium Friends with Benefits member. And I just want to say, if you want sex with Emily 3 days a week, you become a free premium Friends with Benefits member. Go to sexwithemily.com. There's lots of perks and fun things happening there.
I don't know why none of the listeners listen to me. Over the counter tequila, you can just buy it whenever you want.
Yeah.
And it works just as good.
But I want to just say that I want to show my favorite cock ring out there.
Okay.
I brought my own.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
Nice.
This is Jimmy Jane. If you're watching us, you can see. It's the iconic ring. And the reason why cock rings are great, and I will get to Ross's question in a moment, but is because I love that it can fit over any stuff. One fits all sizes, right?
That's right.
And it vibrates, so it can hit the woman's clitoris or wherever it turns her on while they're having sex, and it can keep you hard.
Yes,
longer.
It can help to constrict the blood flow.
Constricts the blood flow. That's how it works specifically.
But these are great. And I think but there's a slightly different question being asked here. Although
no, I know.
this may solve one problem, which is that for a lot of men, they may want to take a pause and it's like, hold on, just to stop moving for a moment. But this would still be providing stimulation, could be vibrating. If you were going to take a pause in your own motion, at least there's still some motion going on, some sensation on the clitoris. But I think, I know very little about sort of the natural herbs over the counter, et cetera. There are those numbing creams and so on.
I don't know if that stuff works. I mean, I would say I always talk about Kegel exercises for men. Like that's what your doctor will tell you if you go. Like Kegel's like practicing your Kegel exercise, which is your PC muscles, which is those muscles that you use to start and stop the flow of urine. And there's no fancy, pretty way to say it. But if you practice as you tense and relax those muscles and you do it like a few times a day, you can do it anywhere. That will help you. That can help you stay harder longer. You should also you could always go to your doctor for a checkup, see what's going on there. But and I have an app called Kegel Camp that you can get in the iTunes store, and it helps people do Kegels, men and women. They're not just for women.
I think a lot of it's in the head, and I think that if you get into this loop, I can imagine of this loop of psychology of I don't want to come yet. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I really don't want to come, and it's feeding off of itself, and
exactly.
And I think it's probably, I don't know if it's something that Russ, if he has a long-term partner, it's the sort of thing that you can actually just address outright and sort of address with your partner. That could be very different.
I think you do have to talk about it. I think you're absolutely right. A lot of it is psychological for men, and it is true that you become like obsessed with it. Like it's going to happen, it's going to happen, and then it keeps happening. So there's the book called The Multi-Orgasmic Man, which I always recommend, and it has great techniques in there for helping men stay harder longer to overcome that. It's a great book. Okay. So, hello, Emily. I'm a dedicated podcast listener of your show. In one of your broadcasts, you said you had a handful of penis pumps and to email you to request one. I've been married for 16 years and would like to try one to see how it works and see how it may spice up our sex life. If you still have any, please let me know. Thank you and keep up the great show. Say hello to Menace and the interns. Thank you, D. White, Ohio.
D. White?
I do have, we had a sponsor a few years ago, and I have all these penis pumps at my house, and they're taking up a lot of space. So I said I would give away some to listeners.
Are you going to send them one?
Yes.
Okay.
D. White, we're going to email you. Get your address. We're going to send you a penis pump. Okay.
That's cool.
That's what we got for emails.
Do you have any experience knowing if penis pumps actually work?
Have you ever heard about penis pumps?
I also have no information about penis pumps. Although I suddenly have this image in my head of your place, which is kind of like I just saw Hoarders for the first time. Just because I was at the gym and I was running, I couldn't even hear the sound because this never works.
Right.
And I'm looking at the insides of people's houses and it's horrible and whatever. And I'm imagining, is your house kind of like Hoarders, but it's all just sex paraphernalia?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That is literally is all sex toys.
You kind of spoiled it because the cameras are going to show up to our house actually later.
The Hoarders,
today.
exactly. Yeah. Can we just talk about Hoarders? Since I just started watching TV, it freaked. I texted you, Menace, didn't I?
Yeah.
I got nauseous. I got scared. I got afraid. I was like, I wanted to go home and throw everything out that I own. Like,
Why?
I'm afraid Because it's so scary the way those people live with all that
You
crap
don't
in their
live
house.
like that.
They have rats. The whole bottoms of their house are like.
Yeah, and there's cats that are dead.
Oh my God, there's like dead. Oh my God, that's a terrible show. I don't really want that to happen. So yes, I'm gonna friggin' send him a penis pump today because I want to get that shit. I want to get that shit out of my house.
You know what's funny is actually there was like an episode of Friends where I think Ross he goes to a chick's house and they open up the door and it's just as messy as that, and he's trying to like make out with her,
right?
And, like get down,
and things are falling all over the place.
Yeah, he's like F it, and he just runs out.
I think I remember that one.
Do you think you can take like a whole bunch of sex toys and penis pumps to Goodwill? What would happen?
Oh,
maybe a recycling center.
We need to talk about that in a second about what you do with can you use sex toys again with different partners? Like it's kind of weird sometimes to do that, but this is what I want to say about the penis pump and what I do know. The penis is like is a muscle, and if you exercise it, it can expand in some way. There are proponents. There's a guy who wrote a book called Exercising the Penis, and he was on my show a few years ago. And he says you actually can do all these exercises that grow your penis. And the penis pumps actually engorge blood, so it makes it appear bigger, I think, like briefly. Mm-hmm. But I'm not sure the long-lasting effects of the penis pump because I don't have a penis. I would have tried it out. Menace wouldn't do it.
No, you wanted me to try some other. It was like Inches for Charity or something where I basically put my penis in a vice or some crap like that.
Some vice grip. You wouldn't do that for me?
No.
Whatever. Okay, let's talk to Ethan more now about. Let's talk about Valentine's Day coming up. So, what do you guys say over there, Jimmy Jane? He makes amazing toys. Let me just tell you about Ethan. Award-winning products. They're beautiful. They are different than anything else out there on the market, and we love them. And I love the massage candle. I love the kind of ring. I love all the form whatevers. We're going to get into that in a minute. But it's a great gift. Yeah. If I got that as a gift, I would be like so psyched if I got one of these toys as a present.
Can I ask you real quick, like when you're dating somebody, I don't know, you have boyfriend, girlfriend, married. All right. Before, how long were you doing?
This is new.
Were you doing that? Were you already working with the company beforehand? Or?
I started the company a long time ago. I started working on this in 2002. I didn't have a consistent girlfriend. I was dating.
Yeah.
Prolifically.
And then, so how was that conversation?
You know, I think it was sort of self-selected for a certain type of person and woman, perhaps, who wasn't going to be put off by that. But what I've come to learn is that you can't look at somebody from across the room and say, that person is into this kind of sex and that person's into that kind of sex. This person will or will not like somebody who is now devoting, 80 hours a week to working on developing vibrators and other sex products.
Yeah.
You just can't see that coming. And so it definitely, I think there was some self-selection there, but I didn't really notice it that much.
I was just like
pretty focused. But yeah, it definitely came up. It definitely came up a lot.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you were nervous the first time. You're like, so yeah, by the way.
Oh, I totally would beat around the bush. I mean, it would take forever for me to get around to talking about it.
Yeah, it's cool. I just always want to know people's stories on how, because definitely with Emily, you always run into that thing. Oh yeah, I do a sex radio show.
Yeah, I don't even talk about it now. Well, because for me, it's different. Like being a woman and you see a guy, like he might not be attracted to me. He might not want anything to do with me except for the fact that I have a sex talk show, so I must be either really good in bed or really bad in bed, and they just want to know. So I tried to.
How is that different from a guy who just has tons of vibrators at his house?
Yeah,
I mean, it seems directly analogous to me.
Yeah, that's why.
I never really understood their true intentions. Right. Do you love me
Do you want my vibrators?
Or just for the
I might have
tools?
slept with you for like a Form 4 or something, back in the day. So I just started telling, like, I actually try to avoid the conversation when I'm dating as long as I can what I do for a living. But it's hard. Just Google me or whatever. Go to my website.
So how long you been doing this total where you actually had your first product?
So I started looking at the category in 2002, so 10 years ago, which is crazy.
That's crazy. We met soon after.
And we probably met right around then, actually. And then in 2003, I got money from friends and family. My mom kicked down.
Wow.
Yes. And in 2004, outside investment. And so the first products hit the market for holiday 2004, really. or Valentine's Day 2005. And since then, it's just been something of a whirlwind. And creating new products, changing it up.
Yeah.
And really helping, I hope, to help transform an industry that was pretty antiquated in many respects. And
it was. I mean, a lot of the sex toys were like not made of good products, and they have like porn stars on the cover. You're like, why would on the box? You know what I mean? They're like cheesy. Like his sex toys are like pieces of art. Like you can leave them out on your table. You don't have to like hide them.
Look how friendly this is.
Look how friendly.
Yeah.
That's form
and
too.
it's charged like an iPod too, right?
Yeah,
it just
exactly.
has a little docking station.
It has a docking station.
I think I feel like I already know you because she talks about the products all the time. They're always laying around. So, like,
it's true.
Yeah, I feel like I know these products inside.
Yeah, and they
already.
are so smartly like made and charged the way you charge them and the way like I do. I have mine sitting out my form too, like sitting out, and all my interns do too. Thanks to you.
People say you are what you eat. I think I am what I create, which means I am a vibrator.
You are a vibrator. Oh, let me touch you. Okay, so that's amazing. So and you've also won awards for all your different designs with different things too. Herman Miller, Nike, Motorola, Ford, and then on sex toys.
Yeah, this was not the first thing.
Which we appreciate that you're using your skills towards sex toys.
Well, that's actually, I think that was sort of the motivation, was a lot of people were using a lot of skills toward new cell phones and toothbrushes and furniture and cars and footwear, whatever it was. But nobody really seemed at that time to be applying any of those same disciplines in this area. And so
they
that
weren't.
was really fascinating.
You were like the first one, and then everyone's copying you.
They're following hopefully their own path.
Okay, so let's talk about Valentine's Day because it's really soon. So if you have not done anything yet, let's talk about, first of all, we can talk a little about using toys. I mean, we've talked about this before, but like, what would you, like, there are some guys out there, I can't believe they exist still, but there are men who feel, or maybe Menace is one of them, threatened by sex toys, that they are a replacement, that they're going to replace you. And we've talked about this before, but like, how do we integrate that into the relationship? How do we get men to understand that, like, it's
an accomplice.
We love you too. We love your penis. It's an accomplice. It's your BFF. I feel like, right?
Yeah, I think that the hurdle, I think, is getting to that first time trying it, because once you've tried it for the first time together, the understanding of how that might go is very different from that initial fear. It's just like anything. You're afraid till you actually go for it.
To actually try it.
And I think that getting then to that first time is made a lot easier if it's a product that's really approachable, that's maybe focused on external stimulation. You know, for the majority of women, I'm going to say things that you probably say all the time on the show,
no, that's fine.
But the majority of women require clitoral stimulation to achieve an orgasm. And so, the best place to start for a vibrator is going to be an external vibrator. What that also means for the guy is that now you're not sort of competing from a penetration standpoint.
Exactly.
It's not something that's phallic. It's a very different sort of proposition.
We're just going to hold on our clitoris and you can still pound away. Let me just put it bluntly.
Yes.
Right.
Let the vibrator do the hard work.
Yeah. You don't have to be down there with your... Menace
don't
likes
have to be
go
there
down
at all,
for like 2
actually.
minutes. Menace, like, what do you do? 2 minutes oral sex?
Oral sex?
You give like 2 to 3 minutes?
It depends on the lady, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm telling you.
I know what you're saying.
The special ones get extra attention. Not so special, not so much. That's all.
Okay. So we've got this. We got this from your blog. Do it yourself Valentine's Day. So these are some suggestions. Eat like royalty by cooking for yourselves. That's a good idea. Instead of making the dinner and having the reservation, head to the farmer's market, see what looks good, then ask the growers about their favorite recipes, build up from there, incorporating a few seasonal aphrodisiacs.
Yeah.
Fennel, blood orange, and of course
Or just
chocolate.
do what you do. Just go to Whole Foods and just grab the meal.
Exactly. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. I don't cook, but if I always date people who can cook.
I think there's the broader point here is that this fits under is this idea of, ultimately what is Valentine's Day about?
What is it?
And it's this opportunity to have this special moment with your special someone, right? What that probably doesn't look like is a bunch of red roses and a box of cheap chocolates and a prefix meal at the local restaurant. Because there's no faster way to sort of demonstrate how little you've thought about this than to walk down that super well-traveled path.
Exactly.
It's really all about like what's unique between the two of you and how can you play into that. And one way of sort of demonstrating that there's a little bit of forethought is going and actually making a meal.
Right.
So that whole idea of putting some of yourself into it, your time.
Yeah, Emily.
What? I've never cooked, but I will. Are you going to make a meal for this chick on Tuesday? Wednesday?
No,
whatever
probably
it is?
no. If it was my girlfriend, then yeah, I'd probably make a meal.
I'd much rather stay home, make a meal, or have someone make me a meal, or even order in food than go to a restaurant. That's how I feel. And it is more, you're right, it is so easy just to get the roses and whatever. But that's what some women are down with that. Like, they're like, I want a reservation at the best restaurant. So that's why we don't know. Just like every woman has different orgasms differently, every woman wants a different kind of Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, some women are super simple. Just like, just show that you recognize the day and you care and just give me some flowers and I'm good. Or some chicks, you just got to go all out. It's crazy.
Right, and they'll be really upset. Have you ever had that, Ethan, when you've been with someone and they're like, you probably always did it right, no? Some girls are like, I didn't get this, I didn't get that. Like, I never care. Well, I'm not the girl that cares.
Yeah, I don't think I would have dated that person.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, I've told you before, I took a girl once to New York for Valentine's Day, but it wasn't something that she was expecting,
That was nice.
Yeah, just to have fun. But I feel really bad. Back in high school, my high school girlfriend, we because I'm a dumbass, we get together like a week before Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's dumb.
So I didn't really, we weren't together forever, so I didn't really expect to do too much on Valentine's Day. Just, the basics. Oh my God, she just went all out and I felt so bad.
Oh.
I felt so bad.
You didn't do anything?
I didn't really do anything because it's like we're together for a week.
Right.
Did you at least masturbate so she didn't have to give you a hand job?
Yes. I showed her how much better I can give myself a hand job than she could give to me. That was her gift.
Sounds like a very warm, sharing sort of experience.
Okay, wait.
For you.
There were some of these things that we were going to talk about that I liked the one about the cheaper Valentine's Day, like if you don't have a lot of money, what you should do on Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
Let's say you don't
I think
have
that's
all the
where
money.
you were right in here. Maybe.
Oh, was I? Was this
maybe.
it?
Or maybe that's this one.
Your penis doesn't cost that much money.
Go local. Oh, explore an area of town you don't know. Check into a hotel in the area.
Yeah, I realized after...
it's a great surprise. Tip, a different bed is a great place to try different things.
Yeah.
I think that's true.
Hotel still might cost a little bit to get a decent hotel.
Stay at a friend's house. Do you have any friends who are out of town? See if you can stay at their house for the night.
No.
Are there any friends who have a vacation home? That kind of thing?
Yeah, I have tons of friends that have vacation homes.
I do.
What planet are you on?
So yeah, some things to do because people like you don't. I feel like that if you can do something very heartfelt for someone, and it doesn't have to be like as long as you plan something. Like have a plan. Don't just be like I don't know. Plan something to do on Valentine's Day.
Plan ahead.
Plan ahead.
Be decisive.
Exactly.
The New York move is a good one. That doesn't fit under the budget category.
Yeah,
but,
that's a
but that's definitely
that was a
bold
girl I was
step.
dating for a long time.
That's a bold step.
Yeah,
That's good.
But definitely, if I was only dating her for a couple months, I'm not taking her to New York.
But there's a whole study done around happiness and so on, and a lot of it our happiness has to do with limiting our options actually. And so somebody making a decision like that and saying, like, if you guys sat down and had a whole debate, like, oh, let's go to a city,
right.
We could go to New York, or we could go to Montreal, or we could go to Chicago, or it just would not be nearly as much fun as just Menace laying down the law and saying,
like,
we're going to New York.
Well, you're a man, you got to take charge. I mean, not a dick, but like women like that when you make the decisions because
That's
I don't
true.
know if you ever done this before. It's crazy. You ask a woman what she wants to do, and she says, "Oh, whatever you want to do." She can't ever come up with the answers, but she knows the answer. She knows what she wants to do, but she won't tell you.
I don't know those women. Menace dates those women. Do you know those women?
Yes.
Yeah, I've come across those. But you know what? I've also been that woman on occasion where you just want to be, you just want to have, you want the other person to be so happy.
Exactly.
And you don't realize that really all you guys need to do is make a fucking decision.
Yeah.
Exactly. Be decisive.
That's why you're talking about the group getaway.
Uh-huh.
That's that same nightmare. It's like when you go away, you're going up to Napa with like 10 people or whatever. And it's like, where should we go to dinner? This is probably all planned out in your case. But then it's like 10 people negotiating where you're going to go to dinner.
I hate that. I don't even want to talk about it. I want it to be done and decided. And it is true. What you say about happiness, I think that's so true that we have so many choices today and so many distractions and so many things that it doesn't make you happy. It really doesn't to have more choices. Like I just want...
Narrow it down.
Narrow it down. So get creative. It is the thought that counts. If you're going to give a card, make it yourself. If you're going to give flowers, select and arrange them. Make a card. We were talking about this in the office earlier. I had a guy once, He wasn't exactly an artist, but he thought he was, and he painted a portrait of me naked. He gave me a naked portrait of myself.
Wow.
That's dumb.
Okay, so that falls under a different category, also covered on our blog, which is this sort of I don't know, we had a smart term for it, but it's this sort of don't be selfish. Like, who did you really want a naked portrait of yourself?
I couldn't show. My mom was coming to town.
Did he want a naked portrait of you?
I don't know. I finally threw it away. Like, I kept, because of course I'm not a hoarder, but I mean, I felt like I couldn't.
Yeah,
I couldn't get rid of it. Like, it was behind my back. I never hung it up or anything, and it didn't even look like it was like. He wasn't a good artist. He didn't know what he was doing.
It was abstract or something. He probably put a lot of time into it.
I know. So it was behind my bed for a while, and then I finally threw it away. And then I had a guy make a sculpture of me once.
What?
I date artists or whatever.
Freaking weirdos that you're dating.
And it was a sculpture, and then I had a little heart that was hanging.
Oh God!
Wow.
I know.
Me now.
It
I
was
had
cute.
an awkward one, which was along those lines, but it was like, I knew this woman, and then I met her boyfriend. And her boyfriend, at some point, they had a party at their house, and he's like, "Come check this out. I've got these great photographs of my girlfriend. Look how beautiful she is." And she's just totally naked. And so I'm looking at this friend that I know naked now. And
that is so awkward.
Yeah.
And she was cool with you?
No, I don't think so. I mean, she came into the room and kind of played along like she was cool with it, but I think it was
I know a lot of women who have naked photos of themselves in the house. I know several women who do that.
Just up?
Just up. Like artistic, whatever. I don't think I would do that, no.
Weirdos.
Weirdos. I have weird friends, you think?
Are the naked woman pregnant? Oh, I don't want to see that on your wall.
Naked woman pregnant?
Yeah, that's a hip thing to do.
Oh, that one that I have? That's not hip. My friend made that. My friend took that photograph. The one in my house?
I wasn't even referring to that one.
I thought you were referring to the pregnant.
No, but at least that chick has clothes on.
Oh.
But the ones that are covering their breasts and they're naked and they're pregnant. I don't want to see that.
Right. I have a photograph that my friend took of a pregnant. Isn't she pregnant, kind of?
Yeah, she is pregnant.
She's pregnant.
She's walking down the street like in Manhattan or something.
Yeah,
that's kind of a cool picture.
It is a cool picture.
It would be hotter if she wasn't pregnant, but whatever.
Whatever, that happens. Okay, so what else for Valentine's Day? Let's talk. So I think, okay, so make it fun. Oh, this is your gift wizard. You can make it fun by. I love your gift wizard.
Yeah, you checked
Jimmy
that out?
Jane. Yeah, I totally checked it out. So your gift, explain that. Your gift wizard on Jimmy Jane.
So we added all these new items to our site over the past couple of months, and we realized that it's just a plethora of options. And so in order to make that have a sort of different, more fun interface, and I'm going to look at edibles, I'm going to look at chocolate. Instead of that, you go to the gift wizard, which is our sort of interactive little tool, and you select who it's for, her, him, us, and then whether it's sort of in the naughty or nice range, and that's a slider, right?
Right.
And then sort of a price range, and it and then it pops up different
I wish
options.
they had that in everyday life. I want a gift wizard for everyone.
That's
a good
it's
concept.
Brunch, and I want something salty and something
exactly.
sweet, and
exactly.
I need caffeine.
Just help me make decisions in life.
Yeah.
I would love a gift wizard. I would love that.
It's like a decision maker, but it's cool. It's a great way to sort of check out the
stuff at Jimmy Jane. Okay, So what about foolproof fooling around? Please your woman, please your man.
So this was a set of ideas for, one side of this that you're looking at is sort of targeted toward her, and one that's targeted toward him. I think that people get wrapped up in making things maybe more complicated than they need to be.
Right.
So, for instance, this Valentine's Day is on a Tuesday. So Tuesday doesn't offer that many great opportunities unless you're going to play hooky, which is actually a great possibility.
That is a great possibility.
You could drop in and just pick up your man, or vice versa, your woman, for a nooner, totally out of nowhere.
Right. That'd be nice.
Just a surprise.
Right. Surprise him for lunch and have sex.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Or better yet, even bigger surprise, just take advantage of the weekend before, because everybody's focused on the Tuesday, would never expect that Sunday is actually going to be the Valentine's Day that you're going to celebrate.
Surprise, or right.
So
well, it's the weekend, so.
Just jump the gun completely. And
massage, would you say there?
Yes, massage.
I'm so into massage lately. I think that massage is such a good. I think that couples should massage each other more, especially if you're feeling disconnected from each other. It's a great way to connect again. and to use
It takes
the
a lot of
afterglow
effort,
candle.
though. That's a lot of effort.
You've never used one. These are my
massage.
favorite thing, the massage candle.
It's like the woman always wants a massage when you're also exhausted and tired. You know? So
You
it
are
takes
always
a lot.
exhausted and tired, though.
I know. I just found out the other day that you can only live without 11 days without going to sleep, without getting some sleep, and then you die.
Have you not slept? Because you seem like really
A
tired
little out of
today.
it. No, I'm good. You just handed me the
afterglow candle. Yeah, it's amazing.
And this is something that
This
you've
is a
been
new one.
talking about how many years?
I love it.
No, seriously, like since I remember like doing the show together, you have talked about this candle. Like you love it.
I love the candle because, okay, it's my favorite thing. It is amazing because it is. You want to explain it in your better terms because
Sure.
it's yours. I
So
just
explain
love
it in
this.
our-
Like I think
in our
it's the best thing for
technical terms.
couples, for massages. It smells amazing. Like
Okay, let's
love it.
explain how it works from the beginning.
Okay, so from the beginning, this is the Afterglow Massage Oil Candle, and the idea is, well, one thing that's important to know here and to realize, people love candles and so on. Great illumination, very flattering. Everybody looks great in candlelight.
Right.
Number two, scent actually bypasses our sort of processing, our cognitive processing in our brain, and goes straight to the limbic system. So you basically react to it immediately. And if you had that experience of smelling something and then immediately a memory pops
Right.
up, it's because it was so important, as part of our survival perception. But anyway, it's a very fast way to sort of trigger and shift mood. And so
it's true. And your scents, that's one of the things that I do love are the scents of the candles that you
well, it's
have.
really important not to get like nasty cinnamon, whatever,
Right.
scents, or overblown fake vanilla, and instead to get something that's more suitable to you. And
Right.
so illumination, scent, and then there's this tactile component. These candles, a lot of people have tried playing with wax,
Right.
which is hot and exciting, hot
Hot,
literally.
like
Like
literally.
the Ricky Martin video.
Like the Ricky, I didn't see
Don't know
that,
it.
but
You don't. That's a famous scene where people pour wax on Ricky Martin
Are you surprised that I don't know that?
with his chest exposed.
Oh,
Everybody knows that. Come
Everyone.
on. God damn it. All right, but that scene pretty much explains what you do with this candle.
that explains except
Yes.
what's
Except for it's a special candle.
It's special because it's all natural ingredients and it's all body safe in the actual formulation of the wax base. And so essentially, it's not really a wax; it's a solidified oil, and that oil is made up of all sorts of botanicals and so on. Long story short, when it melts to a warm temperature, but not
It's not too hot.
super hot.
You're not like
pour
a
it
real candle will
Right.
will
So
blister you.
exactly.
You can pour it straight onto the skin, and then it never resolidifies. It basically has its melting point is body temperature, so it'll just stay nice and
Turns
smooth, and it's
into-
actually great for your skin. So a lot of our customers will buy them for massage and then realize, I'm going to use this as body oil every time I get out of the shower.
Right.
They light the candle when they get in the shower. They use it as body oil when they get out.
Yep.
Anyway, so we've got all sorts of different fragrances. This one happens to be
Like
bourbon.
it's the massage. Like it becomes your massage oil, your massage lotion, your massage oil that you.
It is your massage oil.
It's,
yeah.
I love the scents.
And for lazy people, like Menace or others,
Yes.
Right.
or people who are just weary at that moment when one person wants a massage and the other person also wants a massage.
Right.
This combined with the massage stones, and I don't have one here, but these are these ceramic massage tools that we
yeah.
have. So everybody can give a fantastic massage. And a lot of women also complain it's really hard on my fingers. It's a lot of pressure. And guys are like, can you push harder? But it hurts.
Oh, so you use
so
the
you use a massage
stone
stone
with
and
the-
with the massage oil.
That is so cool. I don't
And
think I have one of those. What's the
we're gonna
problem?
have to
We're gonna have
remedy
to
that,
we're gonna
but
have to
yeah.
work on that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyway, so that's cool. And then they also have other little sexual purposes as well. So there's sort of dual function. that they
Right.
do
They're
neat
just
things.
amazing. They're like my favorite things, right? I guess I do talk about them ad nauseum.
All the time.
Ad nauseum.
all the time.
Do I drive you crazy, Menace?
Yeah, but not about.
But
these
like in a
things.
loving
Yeah.
loving way.
Other things. So, how many products do you have? Now, this is like not an infomercial for
No, it
Jimmy
shouldn't
Jane.
seem like it.
But
We
I
just love
wanted-
each other.
I just wanted to ask you, like, how many different items have you come up with? I love people like building companies like this. I love
Dozens.
hearing the story.
Dozens.
The story. So you started off with one, and now you have.
Yeah, I started off
First one over
Started,
there.
yeah, actually, this was basically the first. Was the little something vibrator. This is the little Chroma, which came just after, which is more accessible in price point because the little something, this vibrator that I designed was actually the first one was 24 karat gold, and that was really just to explore how different a vibrator could be from what people were expecting. Little Chroma is basically the same shape, super simple, very compact little cylinder, and this is again for that primarily for external stimulation.
Right.
And this is
It looks
again
like what we're looking at right now is like it looks like kind of maybe a tiny tube, and then it's rounded on each side.
people say it looks like a cigar case, which I don't
Oh,
really.
yeah.
it does.
It does look like a cigar case. That's exactly it.
So
And it's not intimidating. And it would be mostly for clitoral stimulation.
yeah, and it's smaller than he is, and so on. So it's
Hopefully. You haven't been around to where I've been. I've had some, I don't want to get into it. But, yeah.
Anyway, so it started there, and then once we had a great response to that, we just kept pushing further and further, and pushing really more innovation. So it's a lot of technology that goes into the Form line of vibrators. These other ones I showed you, Form 2 before, this guy, and so on. And that's really technology employed in a way that it keeps your life really simple, and you can do all things you want to do without really thinking about it. It's not technology like, wow, look how complicated this vibrator is.
Right. It's
and
easy.
so it's innovation that you get to feel, but you don't have to really learn about.
Sweet.
So,
Sweet.
Yeah.
Got that? Okay, well, I hope that everybody has a happy Valentine's Day.
I hope you have a happy Valentine's
I do, and
Day.
I don't feel like I said, I think Valentine's Day is something. If you're in a relationship for Valentine's Day, I think that you should take a moment. Don't stress it out. Don't be like, I gotta just go. Don't think of take a moment and just really think about your partner. Think about who you're with. Think about something that you could do that would be really special, really memorable, and really sweet. It doesn't have to cost a lot of money. It could be writing something. It could be just be going somewhere special that doesn't cost any money, but just something that is different, out of the ordinary. I would say I'm pushing for. Because I don't think that like flowers and candy and dinner is. I just think there's more that you can do if you're in a couple. If you are single, Menace always talks about how it's a great night to meet people because everyone's out at the bar drinking because they're single. Haven't you said that?
Yeah.
Valentine's Day?
Go for it. Don't sit at home and be sad that you're not with somebody. Lisa, have an opportunity to maybe meet somebody.
Right. It's a good opportunity to meet somebody on Valentine's Day. Exactly.
It is.
Or go home and buy yourself something, like something sweet, something special, something that makes you feel loved. Love yourself.
Yes.
Masturbate. That kind of thing. Okay. That's what we got time for. If you want to join our Valentine's Day contest, you still have a few days left. You go to sexwithemily.com. All the information is there. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, Sex with Emily. And, happy Valentine's Day. And thank you so much, Ethan and Bowden from Jimmy Jane. It's jimmyjane.com. Check out all his cool stuff there. And, Menace, happy Valentine's Day to you. And everyone have a great weekend.
We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. Oh, thanks for listening. Oh, wait. You're listening to Sex with Emily. Thanks for listening. Was it good for you? Email me, feedback@sexwithemily.com. Thanks for tuning in to Sex with Emily. One of the reasons you're able to listen to us for free is because of the incredible people at Good Vibrations. Good Vibrations is a sex-positive company based in San Francisco with an amazing website. I got my very first vibrator from Good Vibrations, so I hold a soft spot in my heart for them. They have a huge online store at goodvibes.com. You can find literally anything on there from toys to DVDs to games. Just click on the Good Vibrations banner at sexwithemily.com and enter GVShipEmily for free shipping. So check it out. You'll help yourself and you'll help keep Sex with Emily free, just like it should be. Thanks for listening. I promise your sex life will improve.